So I don't know what I'm doing here. Truly. I mean, I know what I'm doing. And I know the why. The why is to find something resembling stability, something resembling soul feeding. One of the surefire ways to do that for me is to cook. I got an acorn squash. It's going in here because I haven't figured out the process yet. Mostly because what I'm processing is something that there really aren't words for. There's a lot of snot for, but there aren't words. Today is a day where I have not been able to really hold myself up. I don't share much of my life with people, much of my personal life. I don't share much of my personal life because when I do that, people run. There is the idea that God, who they claim makes no mistakes, doesn't show up in a way to keep, at least through me, to keep folks comfortable. And it and the Jeebus dude, who I don't like, among others, many others, keep telling me that I'm this thing. I am this voice of God for this era. Yeah, sure, whatever. The language used around that is, you are proof that the greatest love is real. I mean, how sweet is that? Except it's not been proven to me, and despite the fact that I live, like, my real life is surrealism, magical surrealism at its greatest expression. It's not been proved to me. And I am all about empirical evidence. And to me, lived experience is empirical evidence. You can call it anecdotal, but then you're just splitting hairs to keep yourself in the right. And because we need more purple, we're going for more purple. And as part of my experience in this, I am not an individual Ingrid. I'm not permitted the full human experience. I'm pushed from it. For reasons that really aren't explained to me. And this evolution, if we can call it that, comes with a very specific context. In that very specific context, I'm not even going to go there. I'll just say, nobody knows the fullness of my life. Well, okay, nobody breathing does. So, last night at 2:30 in the morning, because we need more purple, Last night at 2:30 in the morning, some angel acted like he was huffing and bluffing and blowing my bedroom door open, filling the whole space with light, and saying to me in the most assholish voice he could muster that I am not allowed means of lethality. At 2:30 in the morning. Now, granted, I was not entirely asleep because I had to pee. And my bladder and God are the bosses of me. But I was in that state, you know, where you're trying to talk yourself into going back to sleep because it's cozy and you don't want your feet to get cold. Right. Angel, flash of light, gone in assholish behavior. Kefta, get you some. And just you never mind that although some folks may think that this is quite the unhealerish voice of God way to be, in my past life, I was a highly proficient shooter. Sumac, also get you some. And I have an affinity for particular weapons. But that has not been part of my thought processes in a very long time. I've not been armed in over 10 years. I've not been armed in over 10 years because that's how life unfolded. And I, in addition to being an formerly incredibly proficient shooter, I'm also incredibly proficient at knowing that you see the world very differently when you are persistently armed, right? So we don't do that. Don't need it. Shit's gonna go sideways, shit's gonna go sideways. And much of the time, I'm really cool with that. I don't care. I think my paprika's gone off. So anyhow, this angel is acting like he's the fucking boss of me. I don't know who it is. Don't really care to know. I don't need to. It's not my standard friends and winged family. But what that has opened up for me today is a kind of grief is too light. Grief is too light for this. It's more like despair. It's despair that I experienced the world. Oh yes, I just did that. I just made sure the crushed red pepper smelled good. It is one thing to know that you are not your own. I am not my own. I was made for 8 billion people and things that exist off of this planet that I know nothing about. It's a cosmic kind of thing, by all reports. Kiss my ass, that's good. But what this has brought for me today is a clarity striking, sharp, hot clarity at my own isolation and loneliness. And knowing that if I feel like this and I can articulate it and I have the space to ugly cry because reasons and others don't, we're in a state of fucked upness that even yours truly was not fully grasping until today. And so I'm cooking a meal that is not going to be shared, because who am I going to share it with? And I need more of everything I put in here because life is too short for wussy seasoning. The hell? I'm looking at, I don't know what's happening here, but there's apparently 2 kinds of paprika in here. My nose knows. And I also need to let the neighbor's cat in. So we're going to just walk across the house with our hands on a fucking camera stand to a door, trailing the cord that is going to get attacked by said neighbor's cat because we love the little shit and it's too cold for a cat to be standing outside. So anyhow, to keep myself from ugly crying again, I am cooking something North African style. And hoping good food makes me feel better instead of ravingly depressed. The isolation with which many of us live in, admittedly mine is mostly by choice, because has got us in a state that apparently, according to Jeebus, needs repair.